Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can create and customize a pie chart in Word. So I've just got up a default document here, and the first thing I'm going to do is go to Insert, go all the way along to Chart, click on the drop down, go down to Pie, and then you can select from any of these different options. I'm going to select the 3D option. And as you can see straight away, I have these details in Excel. And don't be frightened by this, it's really easy. If I just move this to one side, you can see that my pie chart already exists. But it exists with these default settings and also these default settings as well. So in order to customize this with the text, we can first change the options in here. So let's do 5.0, 4, 8 and 2. Then at the top here, we can put in the word vehicles. And then down the side here, just for demonstration, I can put in car, truck, bike and motorcycle. If you want to add a row or extra parts to this pie chart, just click on the corner here, click and drag down. And then you've added an additional row, and here we can just type in bus and we can put another figure in here. Perfect. So once we've done all that, we can just click back into our pie chart, and as you can see it's all been inserted, and at the bottom here we've got all of our text and we've got the title at the top. Now there's a couple more things you might want to know about these pie charts. Number one is how you can customize the text. So if we click on vehicles, you can see the boxes highlighted, go to the home tab, and again you can use all of these options here for your font. So I can change the font. Let's click on Aroni, and if I click the increase font size tool, you can see how I can increase that title. In addition, I can go to the bottom. You can see once again it's done exactly the same. This time I can just use increase font size tool. And once again, the pie chart will adjust in the size. And once again, I've got larger text along the bottom. With regards to the colour, if I click on the pie chart itself and I go up to chart design, you can see we've got lots of different options here. I can choose from these if I want to. You can see how it's displayed. I'll go back to the original. But then over here, you've got change colour. Click on the drop down. You've got lots of different options here, and if I scroll down you've got monochromatic, so I can click on, let's say, the blue, and you can see how that changes. And once again you've got all the options here across the top, and if I click on the down arrow you can see there's a slightly larger display, so we can have this display if we like. It's completely up to you. Now you can see there are these little balls attached to each of these wedges. I can click on these and I can slightly move them out. You can see there's a slight outline, and release, and you can see how that's taken that cheese wedge element out if you wanted to highlight a certain piece. To go back, press Command or Control Z. So let's just go back to the original. Now you can also double click on your chart, and as you can see we've got Format Data Point over here. And then here we've got angular first slice and we've got point of explosion. You can play around with these sliders. If I slide this one over to the right, you can see how that turns the pie chart around depending on which one you want facing. And you can also split the pie chart. If we just push that to the right, and it will take out that piece. Now that's only because that piece is selected. You can select any of these chunks if you want to. But then you can double click on the whole chart, and now when you do it you can see the whole lot has split as well. So that's another option for you. If you double click again on the pie chart or just outside, you can see only this element here is highlighted, and here once again you can change the colour. If I select red, you can see we can select the background and change that to red. We can have a gradient fill if we like, that's another option, or no fill. We can also do a border as well if you want to change the border around that. Let's change it to blue, deselect, and you can see you've got a border line around that. And we can take it off by selecting white or no line Then you can go to this section here. We can pop a shadow on it. Click on the drop down, click shadow, and you can put a shadow on the outline of that area as well. Here you can just select the outline, and again we can go up to chart options, and again we can do a solid fill for the whole background. Let's just go to orange so you can see what's highlighted, and again you can go down here and put on a line if you want to, solid line. Let's choose a red colour so that you can see what we're talking about. Deselect, and you can see there's a faint red line around the outside and a background colour. If you don't want any of those, then again select the outline, go up to chart options, go to no fill and select no line and deselect. So now is the case of fitting this in around text in your document. Now first of all, you won't be able to move this diagram. You've got to consider the wrapping. So select it, go to format, go to wrap text and select any of these wrappings, but if you want your text to go around it, you can select any of these, tight, through, top and bottom. I'm going to select top and bottom, and then I'm just going to move it down, put my cursor at the top here. I'm going to insert some text, and then when I click on my design, I can move this up and down, and you can see how the text will move around my pie chart. I can also make it smaller if I want to, place it in the middle, and again move it around my text. Check you're happy. If you want to put further information below this diagram, just select it, right click, go down to insert caption. You've got figure 1 at the top here, you can select that and change it if you want to. I'm going to leave it as figure 1 and then just click OK. Now you can see you've got figure 1 at the bottom here, deselect, and once again I can move this around. You can see the figure 1 hasn't changed with it, so in order to make sure that connects to this particular diagram, select the diagram, hold down your command and control key, click the caption, go to shape format, go to group and select group, and now we can move it all around as one complete group. Now if the spacing at the top here is a little bit too close, these charts can be a little bit tricky. So the way I've worked out how you can increase this margin at the top here, unfortunately, if we go to shape options, once we've selected it, go to this options, if I do top margin, if I increase this top margin here by pressing the up arrow, you can see it doesn't increase the margin at the top here. So the only way I can do it is go to insert, shapes, go to the square, click and draw out a square just at the top here. Can move it up slightly, make sure it's selected and go to shape format, go to no outline, shape fill, no fill, select this rectangle, select the rest of it by holding down the command or control key. You can see I've selected both, go along to group and select group, and now make sure you've got that all selected, go back up to wrap text and go to top and bottom, and you can see now that we've increased that margin at the top and the bottom of your diagram. Perfect. So those are all the customizations that you can use as a particular diagram. If you want to customize it further and go back, you just have to go to ungroup everything, go to ungroup again, right click on the diagram and go down to edit data in Excel. Then your data will appear and then you can just edit it as you normally would in Excel. Perfect. So I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe and have a great day.